How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing another episode in the Pokemon TCG series. And today we're going to be taking a look at another theme deck. We're going to be taking a look at Soaring Storm. Now, what I'm doing is I'm basically reviewing all the decks I put in my top 10. And Soaring Storm came 4th on my top 10. It is still arguably one of the best decks in theme. It's just so powerful and has so much going for it. Would I like to go first? Yeah, let's go first. I kind of feel both ways with this deck, because it's great going first because you can charge up Thundurus and Landorus. One day I'll get that right. Tornadus and Thundurus, you can use it to charge those two up quite quickly. Other than that, I think Thundurus makes the most sense here. Yeah, I prefer Thundurus. It's one of those always tough choices, because I like Tornadus, because of the 3 energy Thundurus Tornado putting serious damage on your opponent's bench. I wanted to make my opponent think I'm doing badly. So what I'm going to do here is not play Tornadus. So my opponent thinks, cool, they got this. When they really don't. Also, this is actually a really good thing to do. Try to limit the amount of information your opponent has. Playing Tornadus on that first turn doesn't help. It literally does nothing. It does nothing for me. This at least hides the fact that I had it. Now, this is a case where I do wish I actually maybe went into Tornadus. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Into Tornadus first, because then I could have gotten into the Thunderous Tornado earlier and put a whole bunch of damage on the bench. Which, in this scenario, would have been better. So, a bit of a regret in that sense. But, it's alright. Because unfortunately, Thunderous Gale just doesn't knock out Grimer, which is the sad point. So in this sense, it would have been better having Tornadus as an opener to get Thunderous Tornado off. But again, this is one of those 2020 hindsight scenarios where if they had, like, I feel like the Thunderous was a better opener because it did well against everything other than Grimer coming out. Literally, the fact that they were able to get Grimer out was the only bad point. Interesting that they brought out a second Thundurus. I wonder if they have a Tornadus in hand. Let's see, what are they doing? Bring out Pidgeotto? Or they bring out another Grimer? Yeah, there's Pidgeotto to get card advantage. Again, when you're playing the Soaring Storm deck, try to get Pidgeotto out as early as possible. Pidgeotto gives you card advantage. Now, a card advantage is when you have more cards in hand than your opponent, or is generally when you've drawn more cards. The more cards you're able to draw, the more options you have. So you want to try and have as much as possible. Now here's an awkward situation, right? Let's put that down there. Let's put that down there. I think either way this energy goes there to draw as much off of Lily as I can. Because I really want to maximize that draw off of Lily. I won't lie to you, that's not great. That is not great. I'm going to hope I get a second Lantern. And let's just go for Thunder Scale. If I can draw a second Lantern, that would be awesome. Bug Catcher's not bad. Because a second Lantern here will allow me to preserve both of these lightning energies, which would be fantastic. And tons of fun. So this is an interesting point for my opponent, because whatever they play is getting knocked out. So the Grimer here makes the most sense, because everything else on that bench is a lot more valuable than Grimer. Because next turn this Thundurus comes in, and knocks out my Thundurus. Then I'm in trouble. Because then my Lantern will have to come in and pick up the slack. Which is unfortunate. But I can do it, which is okay. Now, I am hoping against hope I draw into another Lantern here. Okay, looks like my opponent had a really, really bad dead hand. That scares me a bit, but it's okay. I feel like I'm in a little bit of an awkward situation because I feel like I'm playing from behind already. And I know I'm ahead in prize cards, but I feel like I'm playing from behind. Which I don't like. Because my opponent's gotten a lot more draws out than I have. I would have got the Pidgeotto online, but I really need to draw that Lantern. I didn't get it. That's unfortunate. I think let's get a Grimer out. And let's get this energy onto Lantern. Yeah, let's get this energy onto Lantern. Yeah, let's do that. To try and hide the fact that I can get it online. We're going to go Raging Thunder. We're going to hit the Chinchou. Because generally Lanterns are going to come in and get like one-hit KOs anyway. So I'm not terribly concerned. Ooh, Fisherman's not bad. It's not going to help me right now, but it's always a good card to have. So I'm scared to see Dragonite come out on this next turn. Oh, on this turn, sorry. Because Lantern now comes in and knocks out Thundurus. The problem is what I do after that. I don't have a great hand right now. I really don't. And I'm just falling behind my opponent in terms of draws. Yeah, this is bad. I'm really wishing I had that Tornadus to open right now. But again, I guess if I had the Tornadus to open, it would have gotten an easy knockout from the Thundurus earlier. This is just putting me in a bit of an awkward position. Because I'm going to be able to knock out this Thundurus relatively easily. Let's grab that energy. Because Lantern comes out here and picks up this knockout. The problem is what happens next. The next step is the problem. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to get a hand reset. Yeah, I'm going to need a fresh hand with this. Which is really frustrating, but this hand is dead. That's better. Let's get rid of Pidgeot. I'm very tempted to take Lantern here, but I 100% need Dragonite to deal with their Dragonite. I got Fisherman in my hand, which is really good. I'm so tempted for this Lantern, but this Lantern doesn't make any sense. Dragonite just makes more sense in every way. I'm not gonna use that just yet. This is actually turning out to be a really, really difficult game because the problem comes in now as what in the world do I do next? The Thundurus is interesting because Thundurus will be able to get a knockout on their Thundurus. Like, I really want to go into Tornadus and get a free KO on that Pidgeot. Actually, I might... No, but it's only 20 damage. An 80 plus 20 is just not enough damage either. Yeah, I really would have liked to get this Tornadus online, but I think Thundurus is just the better play. Where's that damage go? So, what I do here, I get 2 prize cards if I do this. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 prize cards if I do this. So let's go Tornadus. Let's play the Thundurus. Let's put Dratini down. Let's do Fisherman to come and grab these cards back. And we're going to go Hurricane Charge. 1, 2. We're going to charge up Tornadus. And we're going to get ourselves 3 prize cards. 2 prize cards, sorry. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. 1 and 2. I should have taken the water energy. Oopsie. I'm getting knocked out here 100%. I know that. I'm 100% getting knocked out here. I should have taken the water energy because I needed to double charge the Dragonite. So that's definitely a mistake on my end there. I think it's going to Lowland Grimer. I kind of just bide my time. I should have taken a water and just really silly to take double lightning. Because I just need to charge up Dragonite. Which I got the time for, so it's not the end of the world. But I definitely should have taken that water energy to charge up Dragonite quicker. Because it's prize card 3, prize card 2, prize card 1. So I've got time. Ooh, that was lucky. Hurricane charge. Thank you very much. Let's charge that up. 1, 2, 3. And then collect. Yep, that's game. My opponent saw it. That was a bit of a hard one. But ended up playing well. Sorry, I had to think quite hard in that game. So yeah, this deck is very good because it's got that bench snipe. As you saw there, the bench snipe was able to net me 2 prize cards, which I probably would have lost without it. But again, it's one of those if-Rs. It's very difficult to consider it. But that bench snipe definitely helped me a lot there, being able to hit the bench and pick up those 2 easy prize cards. And just the power of drawing that with that energy acceleration, you can really throw your opponent off guard by just quickly charging a Pokemon by up to 3 energies in a single turn, which is crazy good because you're able to get the 2 genies off relatively easily. You're able to get off Lantern relatively easily. So it gives you a lot of momentum very quickly, which is nothing but a good thing. So let's see what I can do against Unseen Depths. Unseen Depths, as I said, is a very good deck, and it is definitely a tough matchup with this. I don't know if my opponent's even playing right now. Okay, it does look like they are playing. Fantastic. Let's see. This is not a bad opening hand, all things considered. If I didn't have Grimer, this would be a terrible opening hand. But the fact that I have Grimer, this is actually pretty decent. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I was waiting for my opponent to play something. I didn't actually read the message. Alright, let's see what my opponent gets. They got a mulligan, unfortunately, which means that I'm going to get a free card, which is a good thing for me. So Grimer as an opener is fantastic, especially if you're going second. Getting that collector for free is amazing. It's truly amazing. If I get confused, I'm really okay with that. I'm not too concerned. This is unfortunately the old line of water types, which is weak to grass, not weak to lightning. This is really unfortunate that this lily is not going to get much value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I can draw 3 off of it. But I don't think there's going to be a better time to play it than now. So, yeah, draw 3 lily. Really sad. But I get both of them out, which is huge. That's really, really good. So I really do hope that they don't have a Golduck in hand. It's just going to be frustrating if they do. It's going to be really frustrating if they do have a Golduck in hand. And that is kind of what I said, the power of Unseen Depths is that turn 2 Golduck. Because they do have Golduck, it's a knockout in Grimer, which is frustrating. Thankfully, I do have Thundurus and Tornadus. They do have it. I do have Thundurus and Tornadus online, so Thundurus Gale will be devastating to my opponent. Ooh, they're going to draw 2 Lily. They're desperate as well. Alright, they don't have much in their hand. Yeah, let's just go for this Thundurus and just start sweeping my opponent. Let's get that second energy there. Let's see. Bug Catcher. Can I get lucky? No, I cannot. Oh, I got lucky. That's okay. Let's get those 2 down. And other than that, I'm happy. So let's just go Thunderous Gale. And let's see what I can do. I really want to get this Tornadus online. And early Tornadus is very, very good because you're able to shut down your opponent's bench. Right, that monkey may be a problem, but it shouldn't be. Shame, my opponent bricked quite badly by the looks of it. They just did not have options. The question comes in now is which of the genies do I charge up? Tornadus or Thundurus? I think I charge up Tornadus. Because I'm going to be 1 Thundurus down. So if I lose the second Thundurus, then the combo's out completely. So I'd rather go into the Tornadus. I think that makes more sense. Alright, then I bounce the draw energy back. I don't know what even took them so long there. Like, the only thing you bounce back was the draw energy in that scenario. Let's go for a draw 3 and see what we get. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's get that down there, because I really want to get the Lantern online next turn. It might be a turn too late, but I'll see what happens. Let's get this water energy down on Tornadus, just in case I need it next turn for Raging Thunder. Let's put that there. And let's go Thunderous Gale. Because basically next turn I can actually drop a Cynthia and get a fresh hand. Because there was no need to put that extra energy on Thunderous that turn. And it's something you must be aware of when playing this game, is not over-committing to a Pokemon and overcharging it with energies when you don't need to. Like, in this scenario, there is literally no need for me to put that third energy onto Thunderous. It just does nothing. It does less than nothing. So in that scenario, it made more sense to put it on Tornadus. Because, like, if they were able to knock out this Thunderous now, I would have lost that energy for absolutely nothing. This is a bit frustrating because they're going to get Ambipom down. Probably going to have Ambipom next turn. Okay, well, let's put that there. Let's get the Lantern down, which is great, because now Lantern's going to have its time in the sun. Let's get Tornadus. Let's Hurricane Charge Tornadus. Do I Cynthia here, or do I wait till next turn? Is there value in... What do I get? I might get a... There's not a whole lot of value. I'm going to hold off a minute. I was going to say, I might get a Pidgeotto, but other than Pidgeotto, there's not much value I'd actually get out of that. That's quite a nice draw, actually, getting that water energy. Alright, so let's see. I presume I'm going to be seeing a Ambipom. If the Ambipom does come out, I think Thunderous is actually the play. Because Thunderous gets the one-hit KO, which is more important. I think Thunderous is more important here. I get the one-turn KO. Because Tornadus will take 2 turns. And this is where Dragonite really comes in handy. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, as long as I get a third energy, which I could guarantee because of energy recycling. It's just so powerful. Being able to go from 0 to 3 energies is unbelievably good. And that's where we go for Cynthia. Let's get a new hand. Thank you very much. There's a Pidgeotto. Thank you. Heart of the cards. Yeah, definitely charge up the Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto has so much value in this deck. Because you're doubling your draw rate. Which is just monumentally good. When applying Raging Thunder damage to your own bench, consider which Pokemon you're probably not going to put in the active spot. So, like, Pidgeotto is never going in the active spot for me. Never. Unless I am super desperate and have to go into Pidgeot. Grimer is another good target for it, because Grimer rarely goes in active spot. And funny enough, Lantern as well. Lantern tends to be like a one-hit combo, where it comes in, deals crazy good damage, and then gets knocked out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to retreat this Thunderous into Tornadus, because actually, let me get rid of the water energy. I need it less. Because I want to preserve the Thunderous, because Raging Thunder doesn't rely on Tornadus, whereas Tornadus' Thunderous Tornado does rely on Thunderous. So I would like to just preserve it as much as possible. Energy recycling system makes a lot more sense in this scenario. I'm then going to go Dragonite and charge Dragonite up itself. And now I'm sitting pretty right now. Let's draw 3. I'm sitting very pretty right now. We've got Thunderous Tornado, we've got damage on the bench for free. Unfortunately, it's not enough to knock out Kyogre on the next turn, but hey, it's pretty good residual damage. Any little bit of damage helps. And I'm putting damage on the Piplup, which could possibly be Empoleon one day, and it's going to be a very weak Empoleon. Yep, it's going to be a very weak Empoleon. The nice thing is, like, even if my opponent switches out, like Tornadus with Fion, it doesn't really matter. I've still got good Pokemon. Cool. Again, just charge up Dragonite. Dragonite is guarantees that next knockout. Let's go Pidgeotto. Let's go Email. Wouldn't mind the Twins just for a switch. So I think here I actually retreat this. Go into Thunderous. And I don't need anything else from this. And we're just going to go for Raging Thunder, sorry. And I'll put the damage on Grimer, because Grimer is probably not going to see the light of day. Well, the light of the active spot, put it that way. So the reason I went for that switch, right, is because I want to guarantee on my next turn I win the game. Now, Tornadus would have not gotten that knockout, unfortunately. It was just short in damage. So by going into Thunderous, I guaranteed my knockout on that turn, which means I'm now down to one prize card, and no matter what they play, I get a knockout with Dragonite. Dragonite 100% gets a KO. And that's where the power comes in. Yeah, because it really didn't matter what they did, because either Lantern would get a KO or Dragonite would get a KO against anything they had in their deck. And that's why I rather went for the 2-turn KO. And that is Soaring Storm. This is a fantastic deck. Not Soaring Storm, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Soaring Storm. I don't know, I thought of Stormcaller. So this is a fantastic deck. And it's tons of fun to play. It's got a lot of good Pokemon. You've got your two Genies, which combo so well, as you saw in this game. You've got Lantern, which comes in like mid-game, after absorbing a few energies from your active Pokemon. And you've got Dragonite, which is a fantastic support Pokemon. Fantastic support Pokemon. As you saw there, going from 0 to 3 energies in a turn is crazy, and there's no other deck that can do it in theme. So do not neglect Dragonite as a support Pokemon, and it can always come in when you've got like 2 or 3 prize cards left, and then just sweep from there. Definitely focus on getting Pidgeotto online to get Airmail going as soon as possible. You want those draws. You're doubling your draw power. Go for it every time you can. Alolan Grimer is a fantastic first active Pokemon, or a fantastic like stabilization Pokemon. So if your main attacker gets knocked out, say your Thunderous gets knocked out, and you don't really have a better answer to come in, put Grimer forward. You're getting a free draw, you're getting a turn to charge up your other Pokemon, and you're getting some time to stabilize yourself. So definitely use that Grimer to stabilize. Overall, this is a fantastic deck. It does take a little bit of practice, because a few of the plays you kind of have to know which play to make when. But honestly, fantastic deck, tons of fun to play, and you're probably going to do well on the ladder once you've gotten a few games in with the deck. So, this was number 4 on my previous top 10. I'm going to work my way down all of the decks, and yeah, take it from there, and just take a look at all these decks again and see how they're performing. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please, if you do enjoy the content, like and subscribe. It helps me out so much more than you know. And yeah, it's like I said, it really does help, and a push towards that like 2K mark. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, cheers. Enjoy.